Hello and welcome to my video where Spellbreak could have gone. I made a couple videos on Spellbreak a while ago. They were like streams and how to play it after shutdown, and recently I was thinking of video ideas and I just did Peak, which is the game, not like Peak, the game Peak. I just made that, and after that I was wondering like another video I could make really quickly. So I thought I make a video about my thoughts and opinions about where Spellbreak could have gone or what else it could have done differently about the shutdown and like places in media where it could have gone instead of being shut down and no longer able to play. Now that doesn't mean you can't still play it. I made a whole video about that, and there's tutorials and communities out there that are pretty much dedicated to allowing you to re-immerse yourself into Spellbreak and what it was in the game. And the communities are really good. I joined one. They were awesome sauce. If you find them, you should join them. But yeah, this video is going to be my thoughts and opinions about where Spellbreak could have gone in media and what could have been done differently. Let's dive in. Now, before we get into my opinions, I just want to make a quick explanation of what Spellbreak was and the game if you don't already know what it is. So, Spellbreak was a battle royale game that I forgot when it came out, but it was a while ago. Where instead of the traditional battle royale style that we see in like Fortnite, Call of Duty, PUBG, you name it, instead of using guns and other things like that, it used magic, which in my opinion is super unique and a formula that definitely could have gone farther than a battle royale game. Um, so you use like gauntlets and magic and spells and crystals and stones and runes and stuff, and it was a super unique formula for a battle royale game. It went strong for I think a couple years. Let me just quickly look up as I'm doing this when it got shut down because I'm trying to remember when did Spellbreak get shut down. I'm totally not on my phone right now. Went down January 10th, 2023, shut down in 2023. It was super dope though. The game was really unique and special, and I think a lot of people really enjoyed playing the game. Um, so that's what Spellbreak was. A quick little overview of what Spellbreak was. And now we're going to talk about what Spellbreak could have become after shutdown. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of like the same gameplay slash like trailer clips in the background. That's because as I'm doing voiceovers, I'm putting like stuff for you to look at. Anyways, so for story game, I'm aware. I think that Spellbreak had lore that you could like follow with in quests. I guess I'm not comparing it to Fortnite, but similar to how Fortnite has like story quests within Battle Royale. I'm pretty sure Spellbreak had that, but in terms of a story game, I feel like Spellbreak could have definitely expanded in the. Then again, this is all opinion, guys. Um, but I feel like Spellbreak could have definitely done a story game with gameplay styles similar to how like Jedi Survivor is not like the story, but like having like skill trees or expanding on the elements or the story or the characters. I'm aware that it had a story and characters, but think of like a story game as like a different format for Spellbreak to expand on itself and be more than a battle royale. Not that a battle royale was bad, but when you have a story game, it's much easier to expand on story concepts and characters because that's the whole point. It's a story game. It also could have been super unique, like the game already is, and a story game could have just given it that like point or a point of leverage where it could have evolved into a really dope story series. So that's one of my opinions. Okay, so my next thought would be a TV show adaptation slash maybe movie, but that's a whole different topic in itself. So I hope you guys have watched the absolute cinema that is like Arcane, or if you're a little younger, Dragon Prince. Now, I'm not gonna compare Spellbreak to any of that. I'm just gonna use those stories as reference points for what I'm thinking of. So I feel like Spellbreak in terms of a TV show would have gone pretty cool with like in my mind, I imagine it having a similar animation style to that of, like I said, Dragon Prince or um Arcane, just because I like the looks of like the way they do their animation, and I think Spellbreak could have fit really cool with that. But in terms of like the actual show content, similar to the how I talked about with the story game, a show would have done the same thing for Spellbreak. It could have given it more room to expand on characters, to give us more insight into the world of Spellbreak, and like just everything the game would have done, except you're not playing the game, you're watching the story unfold on the big screen. Because TV shows about video games tend to perform really well because the viewers are excited about seeing the game being turned into a TV show and like you could have followed a story about like breakers and like how they discover the magic and like the rules against it or something, or I don't know about the plot, but like a TV show could have definitely been really awesome for Spellbreak. I feel like a lot of people, if it were to happen, would enjoy it. And also for like fresh viewers of the game or the story, because bringing fresh viewers in is definitely a pro, and it could have attracted a lot of new people and also old fans of the game who are excited to see it turn into a TV show. So that's my second opinion. Okay, and for my final idea, I have a comic book slash graphic novel. So any graphic novel or comic or maybe even manga that you've read, they're all like super exciting, right? Unless you're reading bad comic books and manga. But anyways, so like I did with the TV show, I'm gonna reference another media that I'm gonna use as like a reference point for how I think Spellbreak in that media sense could have been. So if you've read what, oh my gosh, I can't English. If you've read the Peak that is Amulet, Amulet was so awesome sauce. You should definitely read it. But in terms of Spellbreak going into like a comic book or graphic novel or just like a novel in general, I feel like that form of media could have done what a TV show and a story game could have done for Spellbreak. It could have given it, like I said before, basically everything I said. There's room to expand on characters, um, the story, and also like broadening. Let me turn my light on. Like changing things, and like we get to see art because like visually, that's important. Having good art and making the characters pop and like look nice. But the story taken into like a comic book form would have been really cool. Like imagine like you go to school and you're at the lunch table and you just finish eating and you just whip out Spellbreak, the graphic novel, and your friends are like, what the hell is that? And you're like, it's Spellbreak. It's Peak. And you're just like, and they're just like, what? Like, I feel like it could have been cool. Because Amulet was awesome. And Amulet, I feel like, I think they are doing a Netflix thing. But Spellbreak in a comic book slash graphic novel would have been super, super awesome. And me personally, I would really enjoy to see that happen with Spellbreak. So there you have it. Those were my thoughts and opinions about where Spellbreak could have gone or where things could have been changed or gone differently. Now, this is all opinion based. I'm very well aware that the game is in the dirt and it is dead, but Spellbreak was a really unique, awesome, beautiful, awesome. It was just awesome sauce, okay? And I'm not making this video to throw like shade on the game or like saying, "Oh yeah, the battle royale was trash. We should have done this instead." No, no, no. This video was opinions from like a fan of the game who has ideas about what could have been different. Like it's fun to imagine and envision things that could have gone different because I personally, as a player, really, really enjoyed Spellbreak, and I was really, really sad to see that the game was getting shut down. So I wanted to make this video to kind of share my ideas with other fans of the game and see if anyone else was thinking the same thing I was. So thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, you should definitely check out. I have a game. What? I have a what? I have a video on how to play Spellbreak after the shutdown, and I have a video of just me playing Spellbreak where I talk about kind of the same things as this video, but not in the same sense because I'm playing the game as I'm talking. So it's different than just watching this. I'm so sorry I looped the same clip over and over again. I just had to find something to put in the background. But thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate the support I've been having lately. I know there hasn't been a lot of videos since let me remember the Wizarding a Legend video, but I promise we're gonna get into the action when Grounded 2 comes out and when we get other videos. But thanks for watching. Have an awesome sauce day, and I'll see you next time. Go watch the Peak video. It's peak, I swear.